Hi.
Hold on. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Unsolicited with Sam and Jordyn. I am Sam. This is Jordyn. I just messed something up. I don't know what I did.
So for context, if you saw us both giggling as soon as the show started, it's because Sam hits record and then our intro song plays and then it just like fades out and we start. So all of a sudden I'm sending a text to Brian being like, I'll text you after the show as the intro's playing. All of a sudden I hear the music cut out. I look out, I just see Sam's face and she goes, whoa. And then the intro started again.
It's because the intro didn't start. So I clicked it. The intro didn't start. So I was looking at you texting and I was like,
oh, wait, it wasn't playing for you?
no, it wasn't playing for me.
I was seeing it. So that's why I was like jarred because I was like, what?
Yeah, so I stopped it and then you stopped and you looked at me and I went, whoa. And I just pressed it again. Well,
oh my God.
Hot start for us today.
Yes.
How are you doing? Everyone clap it up for Jordyn's new hair. New hair for Jordyn.
Thank you.
I think it's the hair. Personally, I think it's the hair she should have all the time. That's just me, but it looks great.
Thank you so much. And thank you for saying that because I agree. And I've been on like a very consistent schedule where I get my hair done 2 times a year, once in the fall, and then once in the summer. And every fall I go a little darker. And then in the summer I always lighten. And every time I darken my hair, I'm like, I feel the most confident like this. I'm like, this is how I want it to be. But because I go back and lighten, there's still bleach underneath and it lightens so fast. And I'm just not good at that kind. Like I'm not good at keeping up with it. So it just automatically lightens. And then by the time it's summer, I'm like, okay, we'll just lighten it even more. But I think this time I'm going to try because she nailed it. Like this is the most natural brunette I've gone.
Great. Yeah.
Thank you. Normally I go like a little too dark and this it feels amazing. So I'm going to try, but no promises anybody.
Yeah,
Don't get too attached.
I mean, I get it. As somebody who does, I highlight my hair. Believe it or not, I'm getting my hair done tomorrow. So talk about cycle sisters.
Literally.
our hair appointments are matching up. But I'm getting my hair done tomorrow. I have been doing the same thing to my hair for a very long time, and I'm considering doing something a little different.
I know you kind of teased that last week.
Yes. I think I'm gonna do it. Not color-wise, more cut-wise. Yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna talk to my hairdresser because the woman who's doing my hair, she has been doing my hair since I was in 6th grade. And she gave me my first set of side bangs. Like that's all the things we've been through together. Yeah. I like go to her house. I hang out with her kids and her dog and she does my hair. And I am going to run it by her because she's also going to be doing my hair for my wedding. And so based off of what I want to do for my wedding, if the cut suffices, then we're gonna see. But I've had the same haircut for a very long time, like layers, side part, the whole, I've not changed it since I think I was 12. I've had the same haircut because it works, but I don't know. I'm getting married. I'm going to be a wife. I feel like I need a little bit more mature-ish kind of look. You know what I mean?
Yes. No, I'm totally for it. And it's so crazy you said that because I literally when I was sitting in the chair today, normally I always go in and I just get my dead ends cut. She does like my bangs, my layers. But I don't normally take like length off. Yeah. And I was sitting there and I was like, should I? And she was like, Jordyn, she was like, I am not spontaneously taking inches off your hair. She was like, I need you to message me 4 months ahead of time saying, this is what I want. Like she wants proof that I want to do it. Cause she's like, I'm not going to be, same thing. I've been going to my girl half as long as yours, but it's been like consistent, like 5-6 years now. So like we have this relationship. She knows exactly what I like. I don't trust anyone else. And yeah, she was like, I am not going to be the one held responsible for taking inches off. So you tell me when you're actually ready, like 6 months in advance.
Yeah, no, I feel you. There was one time I was in college. Was I in college? No, I think it was right before COVID. Like,
Okay.
maybe, like, a year before COVID, so maybe 2019, so after I'd graduated, but I just decided that I was going to cut my hair, like, chop it. Like, I
Mhm.
cut a little bit past my shoulders, but for me, who my natural curls come in, it went above my shoulders, like, when my natural hair would
Yeah.
out, and I did not even think it through. Like, I was just like, "I'm just gonna cut it," and, like, my lady, she was just like, "Are you sure?" And I was like, "Yeah, I've never cut my hair, and, like, it's really dead, it really needs a refresh, like, I'll grow it out, it grows fast." She's like, "Are you sure?" And I was like, "Yes, yes, yes, just cut it, whatever." And I remember going home and being like, "Oh my god, what did I do?" Like, I was so and, like, it looked cute, and everybody told me it looked cute, but I was like, "I don't want short hair. I don't want it."
No, I literally said I wish, and like obviously I know there's extensions and everything, but I wish like
Same.
hair didn't take as long to grow. Cause like there are certain outfits where I'm like, oh my God, like a long bob would look really cute with this. But like I'm like, I don't just want a long bob every day of the year.
Yeah. No, I think there are people who do have short hair who, like, have the means, like, the first person who comes to my brain is, Anna from TikTok, Anna
Oh my God.
Sitar,
Yes.
who Queen, you've met her. You met her
Yes,
in New York.
I did.
She chops her hair to, like, her jawline and then puts extensions in, and she can just do that, but also she probably has the money to get very nice extensions that make the hair look real, and I'm like, I don't have the energy or
No.
the time or the money to invest in hair extensions when my hair is already long.
Yeah.
So
No, I went through a very similar thing. It was my I want to say sophomore year of high school, and my hair was just so dead. I didn't know how to straighten it. I didn't know about heat protector. Like it was just like I always had like thick, nice hair, and it
mhm,
got so thin and it wasn't growing at all. And I went to the hair salon and she was like, it's just so fried. Like your hair will not grow. And she was like, I know you don't want to hear this. She was like, but you need to take off like a chunk in order
yeah,
to get it where you want to go. And like where that chunk was just like this awkward, like in between. So I was like, you know what? Just go to shoulder. And I had this nice, like really, really short haircut. And again, loved it for like 2 weeks.
yeah,
And then after that, I was like, damn. Like,
yeah. No,
but it
literally
did. It
same.
saved my hair. Now my hair grows like a weed.
Yeah, I feel like I am probably in the grand scheme of things, it was probably good that I did that.
Yep.
But also at the end of the day, I was just like, "Why is my hair short?" And I remember too, I think I asked Michael this recently. I was like, "Do you remember when I cut all my hair off?" And he was like, "No." And I was like, "You don't remember when my hair was up to my shoulders?" And he's like, "Well, you did. When did you do that?" And I was like, he blocked it out. Like because he loves my hair being long. Like, not that I do my hair for a man, but he does
Wait,
like
I
my
need
hair
to
long.
see a picture of you with the short hair. Does any exist?
Yeah. You know what? I was in California and I went to Disney and there's definitely a picture on my Instagram of me with this short hair. And the thing is too, like, for the visuals here, I mean, people who are watching, my layers are short. So
Yes, I'm the same way.
sometimes it looks like this, and this was about the length, like I had these short layers. So like
Wait, it's
sometimes
kinda cute.
right, it is kinda cute. So I see myself with those sometimes because my hair has the layers in it. So in the picture, it kinda looks just like my front layers, but my hair is, like, absolutely chopped. I'm going
Oh.
to I'm going to
You
find
know,
this.
today was the first time that I did longer layers for the first time in a long time. I just felt the need to switch something up today.
No, that's actually one of the things I wanna do is kinda grow my layers out a little bit. Also because the bottoms of my hair, like, this is the entire bottom of my head, like, it's, like, kinda thin,
Mhm.
and I wanna do, like, a half up, half down style for the wedding, and if I pull all my volume up, then I'll just have these, like, kinda little stringy
Little yeah, no, that makes sense.
well,
Would
okay.
you put extensions in?
See, I don't wanna do that.
Yeah.
I don't wanna do that. So you can't really tell in this picture. But in
Mhm.
this one, I was on the beach and you can kinda see
Oh
how
my
short
god,
it was.
yes.
Like, it was
Short.
And, like, this was me at Disney, and, like, that looks like just my front layers, but that's all my hair.
Oh
I don't know if you can
my
really tell.
No,
It's
I can see it. I see what you're saying where, like, it blends, but I
yeah.
can get the visual.
Here's a pretty good one. Like, that was all of my hair.
Oh my god.
The funny thing is, Jordan, this was right before I met you.
Really? I never remember your hair being that short.
Yeah, I think by the time, because that was, like, the beginning of the year. So I think that by the time I met you in August, September, it
It
had
had
grown out a
grown.
little bit. But, yeah.
Oh
Anyway,
my
hair.
god. Hair, so 10 minutes of hair.
We also again, it's one of those crazy days, we really didn't prepare much today, so
Yeah. Wait,
we're
I'll
just
give
going with it.
context. So yesterday I literally texted Sam and I was like, Sam, because we like vary what time we record the podcast. And this is very behind the scenes info. But so like we always record on either Tuesdays or Wednesdays, and then between like 6 and 8:30 p.m.
Yeah.
And it just rotates for whatever works best for our schedule on any given week. And I texted Sam because Tuesday this week, I had a crazy, crazy day. And I texted her and I was like, I definitely want to do the podcast, but we have to record early because I'm going to be a zombie. And if you can, I like have the tired eyes. Like it's just one of those days. But so yesterday I worked my normal 9 to 5 in the office, was out of my house by like 8:15, got to work, worked all day, went right from that office to the PHLY office. And then right from PHLY office, met with my supervisor, and then we went to LaSalle University and watched the Drexel LaSalle game, and I was getting a bunch of content there. And I walked in my apartment at 10:30 p.m. And I
It's a
was like,
long day.
"Ugh." Like it was just a long day. And also being on camera and smiling and talking to people and moving and like just
Exhausting.
having your brain on. Like it's one thing to like if I was working like at my desk for 10 hours, like that's one thing. Cause like when you're on your computer and you're not talking to people, like different. For
Yeah.
me to like be on for like 12 hours, I was like, I'm collapsing.
Yeah. No, Jordan is a trooper when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Thank you.
It's like something that I feel like if I had to do it, I would, but
Mhm.
I don't want to. It's like I hate talking to people to begin with. I feel like you are a little bit of a people person when you have to be. Like otherwise you're like, don't talk to me. But like,
Yes.
you know, in the grand scheme, like, you know, like when you're like doing your job, like you're like very personable and like everything like that. Me, I'm just like, I don't want to fucking talk to you. Don't talk to me. I can't deal with it. I
No,
also
and I
don't care about people's opinions. So asking them questions about their opinions, I'm like, I don't care.
no, literally. And it's so crazy you say that because yeah, like Sam knows I am the most introverted extrovert person ever. Like I can sit and have a conversation with anyone about anything. Sure. I just don't want to. I get like it's like the most weird social anxiety because like I can do it, but like the whole time I'm overthinking. Like I don't know. I just choose not to. But yeah, when I get into like my work mode and my man on the street mode and my like when I'm on camera and like I know I'm doing my job, it's just like a light switch and it just goes on. And you know how in sales people have like a customer service voice?
Yep.
I get like my social media voice and I can go
Yeah.
up and I can be like, hello, I'm here with this company. We are getting content for this. Do you care if I ask you a couple questions on the mini mic? And like, it just comes out so naturally. And then I sit at home and I'm like, I can't even ask the waiter for extra ranch. Like, but I can go up to strangers and be like, get on camera with me.
Yeah. No, it's like the thing is that it's almost like you like not an out of body experience, but I feel like you just like remove yourself
It is.
and you're just
Yeah.
like not a robot, but like you just do it and
Yes.
you don't think about it and you just do it.
And I
'Cause
also do it like with the end. Like when the first time I ever started doing the man on the street stuff, I was petrified. And I was like, I don't even know how this is going to come out. And then I saw the success from it immediately, like with me having like no real prep, no real like thought process into it, me just like doing it. And so every time I'm doing it, I'm like, okay, it's for the end result. And I know now like what works, what doesn't work, like when I can ask questions, when I shouldn't interrupt, like it's just such a learning process. But yeah, no, it literally, I just get into like me and Sam call it Mott's. I get
yeah.
into Mott's mode.
Yes. I know when she texted me yesterday, she was like, I'm doing moths today. And I was like, I miss the moths.
Do you though?
I missed hanging out with you in the MetLife parking lot.
Yes.
That's
No,
the main thing.
we low key, as brutal as that was, we low key had the best time.
We really did. There was days it would be, like, below freezing, and then I'd be like, "Jordan, I'm running from my car to your car," and I'd, like, run and, like, jump into her car, and we'd be, like, sitting there, like, trying to warm up,
Yes.
figuring out what glove to use so I could figure out how to touch the record button on the phone.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh my God.
good
We
times.
good times, good times. We found this one parking lot in MetLife that was just our parking lot.
Just, like, and it was also, like, the degenerate parking lot.
It really, there was a lot happening there.
So much going on all the time, and I was
Half
just like,
was on a hill. There were cars like parked on like the edge of a hill. I was like, this doesn't feel safe.
No, and
No,
honestly, it was not really that close to the stadium, like, when
not
we
at
had to
all.
walk in, it was miles away, even
We had
though
to
it was
cross,
right across the street.
literally, we had to cross like a legitimate street, walk up a flight of stairs, go over a bridge, walk down a flight of stairs, and then we were like just entering the actual MetLife parking lot. Then we
Yeah.
had to walk all the way to the front. It was insane. And then the one day it was raining, and our mic wasn't connecting, and we got all these great interviews, and we went back to watch, and they didn't exist actually.
That was a devastating moment,
There were a lot of devastating
and
moments.
there was after that, it was like we were constantly checking the mic, like, Jordan would run, like, 10 feet away from me, and she'd be like, "Testing, testing, testing, testing," and, like, into the mic, and I'd be, like, listening, and I'd be like, "Good, good!"
Meanwhile, we're like, it was literally, also put it in perspective. It's not like we had a production crew. Like it's literally Sam was the production crew. Like
And
it
then
was
Jordan was the talent. I
Yeah,
was
it was
product production, Jordan was talent. That's how it worked. We were oh, man.
a dynamic duo.
Yeah, true. But it was great.
It was great. We should do unsolicited mods.
I love that.
We
What in
should.
the world would we ask people? "Hi, we're with a podcast. Can we get your, thoughts on Taylor and Travis?"
Like, yeah.
Yeah. The gears are moving.
Are you an NFL Swiftie?
Are you an NFL Swiftie?
What player does this what player do you think this wait.
Have you ever seen wait,
Rewind. The gears are actually not turning.
have you seen the guy who does, like, Money Jeopardy? So, like, you, like, go out and you're like, "Taylor Swift for $5," and if you can answer the question, you get $5.
My God, we could do that. Taylor Swift, NFL, music,
Yeah.
movies.
If anyone wants to fund that, we'll take your money and then give it to other people.
Oh yeah, I forgot we actually need the money. So
Yeah. Oh, man. No, we got a lot of ideas. We got a lot of
do.
ideas.
We do. Oh, I know what sentence I was trying to get out. That wasn't
Okay.
working. What Taylor Swift era do you think blank NFL player is in?
That's a good one.
That could be a good unsolicited mots.
That's a good one. I just love that it's an unsolicited mod. Nobody asked for us to do man on the street stuff. Here we are.
Fuck it, we ball.
Fuck it, we ball. Listen, if we're gonna be making merch at any point in time, we need to make a t-shirt that says "Fuck it, we ball."
Oh, I want a t-shirt. I want a sweatshirt. I want a matching sweatsuit.
Stunning.
Oh, all right. We need share this podcast with all of your friends so we get enough of a following to where we can make merch.
Yes, because a matching sweatsuit would go so fucking hard.
Oh my God, it would go so hard. I would wear it constantly.
So
I still wear like one of my favorite sweatshirts. I don't even wear mine as much as I wear yours. You're the girl who talks sports.
You're always wearing my sweatshirt. It makes me so happy.
Damn, that sweatshirt is just a part of my skin now. Like it's just my sweatshirt. It's my comfort sweatshirt.
That makes me feel very happy.
Love you.
I love you too.
Oh, and speaking of, this really has nothing to do with anything except for the fact that you're involved. But I was trying to find a segue and I couldn't. But so Sam is on the hunt. As we know, Sam is engaged, off the ring. Gorgeous. Sam is on the hunt for Olivia Culpo's. I also don't know how to pronounce her last name still. I say it
No, that's
wrong.
it. Culpo.
That's it? Culpo?
Mhm.
Okay, fantastic. Her bachelorette party dress. Do you want to show off the dress?
I do. Here it is. There it is.
Oh, stunning.
It's a beautiful dress. So you might be asking me, Sam, why don't you just find the dress and buy it? I would have done that 100%, except it is $1,500. That's almost as
Technically,
much
you did
money.
find the dress.
I did find it. I did find it. It's a stunning dress. She looks amazing in it, and it's beautiful, and I love it. And I feel like it really fits my theme of like glitzy, glammy, pearly, bedazzled-y kind of dress. I mean, but the fact that that dress is almost as much money as my actual wedding dress, it's like, no, I'm not spending that much money. So, well, first of all, we are already getting tons of help. I posted on my Instagram story, and I really didn't think anybody was going to reply. I just threw it out there kind of half as a joke, half as a like maybe. And the girls, man, I just, like the TikTok sound, I love being a woman.
Mhm.
I love being a woman. Talk
Mhm.
about girls. They have just gone above and beyond. I have gotten texts from Michael's friends' girlfriends. I have gotten messages
Oh,
from girls I went to high school with who I haven't spoken to in forever. I've gotten texts from shout out Annie. Annie just sent me one like right before we started recording. Annie OD. I've just been like everybody has just been like reaching out to me and they're just like either with advice or how to find it or links to dresses. It's amazing.
oh,
It's
I
really
love that.
amazing. And, like, it makes me just so happy. And, like, there are other girls who are just like, "Hey, like, I'm looking for this dress too. I'm going on a bachelorette party. Whatever I find, I'll send you if you send me stuff." And I'm like, Of course." So,
Yes.
like, now I'm in, like, the bridal game, like, just it's just incredible. It's amazing what social media can do, honestly.
No,
Like,
literally.
and I'm so excited. So I have like 3 different dresses that were sent to me that are not exactly the same, but they are the same like silhouette. They're still the same like bedazzly kind of vibe. Um, so we're making a lot of progress and I posted that like last night. And like I just woke up to just like people wanting to help me and I was just like my heart is so full
I
over a dress.
over a dress. I mean, that's girlhood. That is girlhood. Also, the annoying thing is she just like didn't this bachelorette party just happen? Like
Yeah, it was
within the
like this
last like
past
the
weekend.
annoying thing is because the dress was so popular, in 6 months, like the Hello Mollys, the Lulus, they're all gonna have something nearly identical for like probably $90 in that $60 to $90 range.
Yeah.
And it's just unfortunate. Because I know you want it right now, but if I see anything too, I will absolutely help you.
Hey, I mean, I got time. I don't have to buy something right now. My bachelorette
That's fine.
party isn't until May.
This is true.
Though I did find one that was very, very similar on Opoly, which
Okay.
I've never purchased anything from there before.
Trying to think if I
But
have.
I've gotten from Hello Molly, but I've never gotten from Opoly. And like similar websites, like very
Yes.
similar. Like dresses are a little bit pricier but not out of range that you're like, I can't buy this. Because then of course now Instagram is a girl's girl. They're trying to help me too. Every single ad I'm getting is bachelorette, wedding, dresses, Lulu's, this, that. Like they're throwing everything at me. And I'm like, none of this is what I'm looking for, but I appreciate it. And then finally I get an ad, it's like all like mini dresses, like white mini dresses. And I'm like, all right, now we're getting somewhere. I
Yeah.
open the link, $500. And
No.
I'm like, keep it under 100.
Yeah.
Like, I'll spend $100 on a dress so I look
FBI
hot
agent.
and
FBI agent. I don't want to spend more than $100 on a dress. Please stop
literally
showing me.
$100 or less, please. It's crazy how like it was right there. And I was like, oh, this one's perfect. $500. And then the thing is too, people that I've been speaking to have been like, "Oh, I found a very similar dress, but it was like $500." So I'm like, "Okay, everybody's seen this like one dress now." but I'm not spending $500. I'm not
Yeah.
spending $1,500. I'm spending probably $100, which I'm okay with for my one bachelorette party that I'll have in my life.
I think that's very fair. I have to go on a hunt now. I just found out about an hour before the show that I have a wedding to attend in Virginia in 1 month. And it's black formal. So now I'm on the hunt. If anyone sees any gorgeous black formal dresses, send them my way because I need it as soon as possible.
Wait, are you wearing black, or is it like the theme is black, or is it just black tie?
It just said black in all capital letters, formal attire.
Okay. So it's not like black tie. It's black.
I took it as, and like either way, I'm just gonna do black because I'd rather be on the safe side.
Fair.
And I love a good black dress. Stunning, amazing, classic.
Wear it over and over and over again.
Exactly. So I kind of do want one like this. I wouldn't mind spending a little. I don't want to spend 500, but I'd spend like 100 to 200 because once you find like that perfect black dress, you get so much use out of it. But yeah, so now I'm on the hunt for that.
If Brian invades our show again later, I will yell at him.
I said, so if you don't make it to the end of the podcast, Brian, my boyfriend, has a tendency of walking in like within the last like 5-10 minutes. And so I told him we were starting around 6. I was like, it's a shorter episode today. We're gonna we'll be done. You can come at 7. And he goes, okay, I'm gonna come at 7:30. And I was like, okay.
He knows.
He knows.
Every time Brian goes in, I'm like, Brian.
And usually, because like my door's always locked, and I know he has the door code, but like it's a lot of numbers. He just doesn't want to pull it up, so then I have to go and let him in.
Yes, and then he sees me. I've never actually met Brian in person before. So he just sees me as this tiny little woman in a box on Jordan's computer, and he's like, scary woman. I'm like, Brian!
Hi, Sam.
One of these days I will meet Brian, and I will instill the fear of God in him.
Yes.
And he will gain my respect.
As you should.
Somebody's got to do it.
Yes.
He can't just be out here willy-nilly having a happy time in his happy relationship. Somebody's got to come in and put their foot down.
This is true.
So don't mess it up.
I'll be in the corner like, yeah, Brian, don't fuck with me.
Brian and I probably like weigh the same, so it's fine. We can take it. I could take him.
My string bean. All right. Well, we did initially have a segue from Olivia Culpo to Christian McCaffrey to the NFL. We kind of lost it. So now we're just going to start talking about the NFL.
The NFL. Woohoo!
It was a pretty tough week for Sammy here. We're going to get right into it. Daniel Jones confirmed ACL tear, out for the season. What are your thoughts? How are you feeling? I'm sorry.
It's okay. You know what's so funny is that I get to talk about this all over again right after this when I film Big Blue Avenue, because I do that back to back. Yeah, you know, I've processed it. I am sad for sure, but I'm not like sad in the way that I'm like, our season's gone. Our season's been gone. All right. Like I know this, you know this, the audience knows this. It's not, I'm not sitting here thinking Tommy DeVito's getting us a wild card spot. We're in this still. No, it's not gonna happen. I'm just more sad about the fact that Daniel Jones, like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I think it's just the unknown. Like, does he play for us ever again? Does he come back and have a resurgence? Does he come back and get hurt again? You know, are we killing him? Are the Giants killing this man? Like, is his entire football career over because of this team? I just don't know what's gonna happen. I'd love, you know, as many people know, I do very much love Daniel Jones, and we've been through a lot together. He doesn't know who I am, but we've been through a lot together. And like we went to the playoffs last year. We beat the Vikings. The Eagles demolished us, and after that, but that's fine. We won a playoff game. I hadn't felt that type of happiness in years. So, he granted that to me. So he'll always have a special place in my heart. But I have this like sinking feeling that he's gonna come back. Either he's gonna come back and just be bad, just bad, or he's gonna come back, have this resurgence, and then get traded to like Minnesota and just thrive. So
If you want to feel a little bit better, I don't think that's gonna happen.
okay.
But you know,
What do you think is gonna happen?
I just haven't. I'm not a Daniel Jones believer. I think he's going to end up being a very good backup quarterback.
Okay.
Somewhere in the league, whether it's with the Giants or with on a new team. And I know I'll give him credit. Like last season, really surprised me and he got you the playoff win. But I really think that was the ceiling. Like I think we saw the best that we're going to get out of Daniel Jones, and good for him because he finessed the system and he got paid. So sorry about the injury. That's awful. But realistically, I have a feeling, and like this is from a completely, like, I'm obviously not a Giants fan, so this is just an outsider's opinion.
Yeah.
I would be shocked if you guys don't draft a quarterback or make a move for a quarterback, especially with the prospects that are coming up and with where you're realistically going to be in the draft, especially now having, and again, no offense, having Danny DeVito for the rest of the season. Did I just do it again? No!
Danny DeVito is back.
It just makes more sense.
It does. You know
what is it, Tommy?
It's Tommy, but let's just call him Danny DeVito. It's fine. Everyone will know who we're talking about.
He's just Danny DeVito. Sorry, Tommy. But yeah, no, I really think we've probably seen the end of Daniel Jones as a long-term starter, if I'm being realistic.
No, and you're probably speaking the truth at this point. I and like, no, genuinely, like, I don't think that he's like, it's not like this was like the one thing that has happened to him. He's had several neck injuries.
Yeah.
He's had knee injuries. He's had other things going on with him. Like, this isn't like Joe Burrow tearing his ACL his first year, coming back and going to the Super Bowl. You know, like, this is very different situations. But yeah, I would not be surprised if he kind of falls into this like Baker Mayfield type of situation where he probably ends up as a backup for a little while. He floats around to a bunch of different teams and then finds a team that then he's like good in.
Yeah.
Like Baker. Like all of a sudden Baker's like kind of like living the dream in Tampa Bay right now, like good for him. Though, quick tangent, the Buccaneers Texans game was incredible football.
Phenomenal.
I was literally like don't even think I realized that game was happening. And then it started happening and I was like, wait a second.
Yeah,
what is going on here?
Like, if you would have told me back in August, right before the season was going to start, that Baker Mayfield on the Bucs versus CJ Stroud on the Texans was going to be one of the best games of this season, I think I would have laughed in your face.
100%. Because why would you think that would be a good game?
Why would you think that, right? But no, and I have to say, and we talked about this back on draft night, like we were very high on CJ Stroud over Bryce Young.
That's right. Is that Brian?
I don't know if someone was knocking on my door or not, or if it was just knocking. No, Brian's home.
Okay.
So hopefully no one's there.
Your door is locked, right?
My door's locked, so we're fine. It's probably something happening or someone upstairs.
All right.
Upstairs neighbors activities, whatever. We were more high on CJ Stroud should have been the number 1 overall pick. Sorry, Bryce Young. I just saw more potential out of him. However, even in saying that, I didn't have the expectations for him to start turning the Texans around as quickly as he is. And he looks absolutely phenomenal. And this team isn't even fully built out yet. And I really have a feeling that CJ Stroud is going to be a problem in the NFL for a long time.
Yes. The AFC South, like, is finally going to have, like, a team that is, like, gonna be, like, that reigning champ for many, many, many years.
Yeah.
And, I mean, he's doing this with nothing.
Nothing.
There's nobody on that team. Dalton Schultz?
Yeah.
No. Like, and what was it? It was, like, 500 yards?
470 yards with 5 touchdowns.
5 touchdowns, that's what it was.
Yes.
Oh my
Insane, but
god.
still almost 500 yards. Like,
Almost
what?
500 yards. That's bonkers. That is bonkers.
No, I think
I'm proud of him.
yeah.
Like, good for you. And D'Amico Ryans too, like, he's probably feeling like, "Whew," like, he's gonna stick around for another year after this. There's
Yeah.
no way, like, this Texans coaching staff is gonna change again.
No, like, all they have to do is keep everything that's working the same and then just keep building and keep adding pieces, and yeah, that division, that's a very winnable division. Like, that's a good division to start being competitive in. So, it's not like he's over there, like, in the AFC North where kind of everyone has a chance. Like, they can really the next 2, 3 years, they could really run with it. So, which I never thought I'd be, like, hype on the Texans, ever in my life. But you know what? I'm here for it.
Well, I feel like we are, like, I don't wanna use the word regressing, but I guess, like, going back to, um, pre-massage parlor Deshaun Watson, JJ Watt, DeAndre Hopkins, like,
This is
that
true.
Texans team was insane. Like, I loved watching that Texans team. And then obviously JJ left and D-Hop left, and then Deshaun did whatever Deshaun does.
Yep.
And now we're here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's interesting to think if the Panthers are sitting here like, did we make a mistake? Like, going with Bryce Young. I mean, they have only one game. I mean, Bryce Young, all I can think about when I think about Bryce Young is that 1 week. I don't even remember who they were playing, but homeboy didn't even line up under center. He lined up next to, like, their right guard or something, and you're just like, dude, come on. We're in the NFL now. We're professionals. You gotta know where your center is and line up underneath him. Like, it's crazy.
No, it is. And, like, I understand, like, rookies are going to do rookie things, but at the same time, when you are coming into an organization like that, when they use their number 1 overall pick on you, like, you want to see a Joe Burrow, a Trevor Lawrence. And, like, even for Trevor Lawrence, like, he hasn't been perfect, but you at least, you know how high the ceiling is and you know where the potential lies. And I'm sorry, I don't see that with Bryce Young. And I said that this entire offseason leading up to the draft. I was like, I understand the perks and, like, the excitement. I was like, but for a long-term quarterback, he's going to end up like a Kyler Murray, and he's going to finesse the long-term contract just because he's who you have and you still believe in him. And then the year after, you're going to, and, like, granted, Kyler Murray got injured. It's a little bit of a different story, but still, like, I don't know. I just don't see it.
Kyler's back this week. Let's talk about who's back of the week.
Yeah.
Carson Wentz is back.
Carson Wentz is, and this has come so full circle.
Full circle.
His injury happened against the Rams, and now he's playing for the Rams. And also, the Rams, the year Carson Wentz was drafted Jared Goff ahead of him, traded Jared Goff for Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford's hurt, and now they have Carson Wentz.
Correct.
What?
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Oh,
I
love one brain cell.
I love the fact that he's on the Rams right now and they passed him in the draft.
Yep.
Like, for Jared Goff, who didn't even work out there, who's now thriving on a different team.
Yep.
I mean, to be fair, he did go to a Super Bowl. I can't take that away from him. But
I mean, granted, also it was the worst Super Bowl of all time.
One of the worst Super Bowls of all time, for sure. I don't even remember really watching that game.
I don't either.
But Carson Wentz, the only thing I can think about is that picture of him with the Eagles helmet, the Commander shirt, and the Colts shorts. It's like, dude, now what kind of clothing are we going to put on for the Rams? We're going to do cleats. We're going to do socks. We're going to do, what are we feeling here? Because we're running out of places to put teams that you've been on, sir. We're running out of places.
I saw one thing that said the Giants should have picked him up. So then hopefully one day he can play for, like, every NFC East team at one point.
When I tell you I said those exact words this week, I said that on Tuesday when I was in the office for work. because that it was like that day or the day before they confirmed Daniel Jones was out for the year. We're dealing with Tommy DeVito, Matt Barkley, who used to back up Josh Allen.
Mhm.
Tyrod's not even healthy. Like,
No.
so I was like, the only person like that's actually decently good out there in the world right now is Carson Wentz. And then I was like, maybe he can like collect NFC East teams like Infinity Stones. And just like one day he'll play for the Cowboys and he'll just have like a gauntlet of like all of the NFC East teams. And he'll be like, I am inevitable. And then he'd just leave forever.
Has any quarterback played on all 4 teams within one division? I mean, has Ryan Fitzpatrick? If he hasn't, I don't think anyone has.
No, because I think that the closest thing Ryan Fitzpatrick got was the AFC East with the Dolphins, Bills, and Jets.
Jets. Yeah.
He never played for the Patriots.
No.
So I don't think anyone ever has. So
That would
Carson Wentz Carson Wentz has the opportunity to do the funniest thing ever and just play for all the AFC East teams or NFC East teams. I would actually love that. I would just like Carson Wentz on my roster for like 4 seconds though, and then I'd be like, yeah, get out of here.
I know, and it's been such a crazy thing because I was like Carson Wentz was my king. I cried when we traded him to the Colts. Like that was a big adjustment for me, and I wasn't ready to make it at the time. However, I am very, very grateful for it now. Yeah, no, RIP to the Carson Wentz and Philly era. I still have his jersey hanging in my closet.
And I sent this to you on Twitter this afternoon, like the video of him in the locker room, like crying after they won the Super Bowl, but like it didn't look like really happy tears.
No.
Like it's almost like he knew, it was his time was starting to fall because of that injury.
Yeah, and that's the funny thing too, because I remember like in the height of all the injury, the Super Bowl year, the Nick Foles stuff, like I remember hearing all of these reports from like anonymous sources that Carson Wentz was like a cancer within the locker room. And I was just like, my Carson Wentz, no way. And it's been like, I mean, we've seen it. I'm pretty sure they said the same thing in Indianapolis. Like, it's just a very like, it's never he's the problem, even though he kind of is majority of the problem. He kind of points fingers, and I was in denial about this. And then, that Sam sent me this video and I saw it a couple days prior. But that energy kind of just proves that all of that was probably true.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's interesting. I know he's not starting because, he is backing up Stafford.
Yep.
And they just needed to fill that roster spot, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if we see him take any reps. It'll be interesting to see him in a Rams jersey on Sunday, I think.
Oh, so there's the bye. They're on bye this week.
Oh, they are?
Yes.
Oh.
So that's why they did it too, because they're like, Matt Stafford should be healthy. We have the bye. He should be healthy by next week. But I guess they just wanted Carson Wentz, like in case something happens, in case he gets re-injured. I guess they want to stay somewhat competitive. And I'm also wondering if they did it just so the Cardinals can't.
Also true. RIP to our man Clayton Tune.
Yeah.
Dude, 0 points on the board. He didn't die. He just got obliterated by the Cleveland Browns.
He did. I'm pretty sure he had 52 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception.
We're rooting for you, Clayton.
We really are. You know what?
We're rooting for you.
You know what? We knew. You have to get thrown to the wolves sometimes in this league. And I mean, your first NFL start against Myles Garrett,
tough.
I would probably just retire. I don't think I'd make it onto the field. Yeah. So I commend you for going out there and standing your ground. And we'll see what happens the rest of the season.
Yeah. One more thing before we go. TikTok is back. The Eras Tour is back. That's all my TikTok page is going to be now. Yep. It comes out. So by the time we put this episode out, it'll be tonight that the Eras Tour comes back and is we're in the mix here. And NFL fans who hate Taylor Swift, congratulations. She's not going to be at any more games. Yep. You won. Couldn't have our fun for while Mama was on a break, but it's fine. Whatever.
I am so grateful that the Eras Tour is back, and I didn't realize how much I missed it until it was gone. Like, I didn't realize how much I actually watched it and like paid attention and how much it affected my daily life. I was like, oh no, I don't care that much about the Eras Tour. And then she wasn't touring, and I was like, what do I do now? Like, but I did want to make a statement and say that I have no more. I've seen the show 3 times. I have no more tickets. I don't have any. I actually applied for Verified Fan for Canada, Miami, and New Orleans. Didn't get it. So as of right now, no plans to go to any more shows. But the moment that Blondie sings "Is It Over Now" as a surprise song, I will never recover.
And it's gonna be on the piano too. You know it's gonna be on the piano because that's not a guitar song. That's a piano song. And
Oh my God.
can you just think about though, like technically tomorrow night for us right now,
Yeah.
the first time she's gonna go back onto the front of that stage and do her 2 surprise songs. Like what the fuck? I don't even know what it is yet, and I'm already angry.
I know.
Like,
I'm like anxious.
like
I don't know why this makes it like my mom is like, you should just be happy for everyone. Like, you got some of your favorite songs. I got the one that I wanted. As I wanted Gold Rush. That's all I talked about. I wanted the confirmation of the Eagles in Philly, and I got that. And yet,
and you got Dress in Exile. You like one of the best sets of surprise songs that in this entire tour thus far.
And we got Forever and Always in This Love.
We did, which I was very, very happy about.
Right?
Very happy about.
So, yeah, no, I have no room to complain. I've seen 6 surprise songs. They were all phenomenal. I got Gold Rush. I got Come Back, Be Here, Forever and Always, This Love, Dress, Exile. Like, and yet, am I still going to sob when she freaking sings Is It Over Now? Yeah, I am. Sue me.
No, it's going to be good though. It's going to be good though. I'm excited. Maybe next week we can kind of do like a recap and be like, this is what went down. If there was anything changed, that's like the big thing is if the set list is going to change at all, if outfits are going to change. It's a lot to look forward to.
So much to look forward to. I'm so nervous. I'm so anxious, and I'm so excited to see what goes down this weekend and talk about it with you right here next week. If you like this episode, make sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can find us on TikTok, Instagram, Threads at the Unsolicited_podcast. And you can find us on Twitter at Sam and Jordyn. If you're listening on audio, I can speak, I promise. Make sure to give us a rating, a review, follow us there. We are available wherever you get your podcasts, and we love you, and we'll be back next week.
Bye.
Bye.